Good afternoon, class, and happy Halloween. This is a presentation by Karen, Mila, Jazz, and also Anthony, who I am. This is a brief history of Taiwan, and this video was inspired by Bill Wirtz. Taiwan is an island off the southeast coast of China, and it's beautiful. Some might say that it's part of China. Some might say that it's all of China. How did this happen? China was once known as the Qing Dynasty, and they ruled Taiwan from the 17th to the 19th century until 1895 when it was ceded in some unfair treaty to Japan, who held it for 50 years until after World War II. When Japan surrendered, they were told they had to give back Taiwan. Hey, Qing Dynasty, we're back, said Taiwan. The Qing Dynasty doesn't live here anymore, said the Republic of China, who were now run by the Kuomintang. KMT. Oh, and hey, they got back just in time for the Chinese Communist Revolution. Can we come stay at your house? Thanks, said the KMT officials, running away and making their new capital in Taipei. Now the Republic of China is just Taiwan, and the rest of China is the People's Republic of China. So which one is the real China? They both said. Afraid of being invaded, the KMT spent the next few decades being extremely right-wing and anti-communist. They were a one-party military dictatorship until the 1980s when they had an economic miracle. And they were all like, hell yeah, now we got business. And there were many different types of machines and factories with machines in them so they can make a lot of products real fast. So they chilled out, introduced a democratic progressive party, and martial law was lifted. Now critical pedagogy could come to the school systems and curriculum standards became curriculum guidelines. But still, the KMT ruled Taiwan, and even after 50 years, they were still like, guys, come on, we're still the real China. We just have to wait for communism to go out of style or whatever. And for 50 years, the school curriculum reflected their pro-China but not communist China policy. Meanwhile, the Democratic Progressive Party was like, forget China. China sucks. Plus, we have immigrants and indigenous people, so let's just be Taiwan. And the people agreed and elected them in 2000, and they revised the school curriculum such that history and geography were actually focused on Taiwan. Guess what happens next? The economy crashed and people were suddenly more okay with being friends with China, so the KMT guy got back into power in 2008. Then in 2014, he appointed a bunch of professors of Chinese literature and history and economics to the Curriculum Examination Committee and told them to rewrite the guidelines for citizenship and history curricula, which changed 60% of the curriculum. And the old committee was like, hey, you can't do that. He said, how about I do anyway? So a bunch of students and teachers got together and made a special club. They called it the Anti-Black Box Curriculum Movement. And they went on hunger strikes and wrote newspaper columns, appeared on talk shows, and made friends with other anti-China clubs. A few days before the new curriculum went into effect, some students went on radical protests, and one of them committed suicide. So the Ministry of Education said, fine, teachers can have the liberty of taking materials from whichever curriculum they choose. But the teachers were like, no, cancel the new curriculum altogether. The KMT would later lose the 2016 election by a lot, and the Democratic Progressive Party then abolished the new curriculum. Bye.